Once upon a time, in a vast kingdom, there lived a humble blacksmith named Arjun. Arjun owned a small, weathered shop near the main road leading to the royal palace. His entire life revolved around forging tools and weapons for the kingdom's soldiers. His work was impeccable, and he was known for his dedication. Little did he know that his unyielding focus would one day bring him face to face with the king, not for punishment but praise. The blacksmith at work one sunny afternoon, Arjun was engrossed in sharpening the tip of an arrow. Sparks flew as he carefully polished the metal, ensuring the sharpness was precise. His hammer struck with rhythmic precision, and the sound echoed through his small shop. While Arjun was lost in his work, a grand procession passed by his shop. It was the king, riding in his magnificent palanquin, escorted by a fleet of soldiers, ministers, and musicians. The drums thundered, the trumpets blared, and the people cheered. But to Arjun, it was all silent. His mind was entirely focused on the arrow in his hand. He didn't notice the grandeur or even the king himself. Soldiers' questions later that day. A group of soldiers from the procession returned to Arjun's shop. "Did the king's palanquin pass by here?" one soldier asked. Arjun, confused, looked up from his work for the first time. Folding his hands respectfully, he said, "Forgive me, sir, but I was so focused on sharpening this arrow that I did not see or hear anything. If the king passed by, I truly wouldn't know." The soldiers were astonished. How could someone miss such a grand procession? They left, puzzled, and reported the incident to the king. The summons the next day, Arjun received a summons to appear in the royal court. His heart sunk. He wondered what wrong he might have done. When he reached the court, he saw the king seated on a grand throne, surrounded by ministers and courtiers. The soldiers narrated the story of how Arjun failed to acknowledge the king's presence. One soldier stepped forward and said, "Your Majesty, this blacksmith disrespected you by not bowing or paying his respects as your procession passed by his shop." The king, known for his wisdom, listened carefully. He turned to Arjun and asked, "Is it true that you ignored my presence yesterday?" The blacksmith's explanation Arjun bowed deeply and said, "Your Majesty, I am a simple man who takes great pride in his work. Yesterday, I was sharpening an arrowhead for your army. I was so immersed in ensuring its perfection that I did not notice anything around me. My only intention was to serve the kingdom with my best efforts. If my focus on my duty has offended you, I seek your forgiveness." The court fell silent. Everyone waited for the king's response. Some expected harsh punishment, but the king's eyes twinkled with understanding. The king's decision, the king stood and addressed his court. "Think about what this man has said. His focus on his work is so profound that even the noise of a royal procession could not distract him. Is this not the kind of dedication we need in our kingdom?" Arjun's unwavering commitment ensures that our soldiers are equipped with the best weapons. If every citizen worked with such sincerity, our kingdom would prosper beyond measure. Turning to Arjun, the king said, "Your dedication is a lesson for all of us. Instead of punishment, I reward you with a gold coin for every arrowhead you sharpen for our army. Let this serve as an example of how diligence and focus are valued in this kingdom." The court erupted in applause. Arjun's heart swelled with gratitude as he bowed low before the king. The moral: as Arjun left the court, he reflected on the day's events. The king's wisdom and understanding turned what could have been a moment of despair into a life-changing honor. The story of Arjun's dedication spread throughout the kingdom, inspiring many to approach their work with the same level of commitment. The tale reminds us that focus and sincerity in one's duties not only bring success but also earn respect and admiration. No matter how small or big the task, doing it with complete dedication can make a world of difference. Conclusion: and so, Arjun continued his work with even greater zeal, knowing that his efforts were not just for his livelihood, but also for the strength and prosperity of the kingdom. The king's lesson stayed with him, and through his example, the entire kingdom learned the value of unwavering focus and hard work. This story of the blacksmith and the king teaches us to stay dedicated no matter the distractions, for true greatness lies in giving our best to whatever we do. Please like, share and subscribe for more update. Thank you for watching.